Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to IPA, Islamic Preacher and Apologist. Today I'll be responding to this particular video. What makes Christianity different from other religions? First, the YouTuber gives an example of a man with two sons in which the younger son asks for money to do business. Instead, he wastes money on women. But instead he becomes broke. His father accepts him with his arms open, saying, "This son of mine was dead and has come to life again. He was lost and has been found." In Christianity there is hope, whereas other religions you have to please God and have to pay him back. By actually doing worship and repentance, going on a pilgrimage, fasting, etc., etc. Our judge is the one who does not believe in paying, but rather forgiving, and there is hope in Christianity. Not in other religions, as Jesus is forgiving. First, I have to say, what a blasphemous way of introducing our concept of God. Now, when we go back to the fact that the son goes back to his father and is walking to his father for a job,
the son decided to return, admit his wrong, and ask his father for a minimum wage job. But still a ways from home, his father spotted him and ran out to him and wrapped him in a bear hug.
Now this is a physical visit, but religion talks about spiritual visitation. Now a lot of people don't know and don't realize that Salah is like yoga. When we Muslims bow down in prayer in Salah, we know that God or Allah is not sitting right before us, but we are being spiritually present 5 times a day. In real life, you would walk to your father, but that video is a physical coming. However, in religion, you cannot physically come, but only spiritually come. That's called walk the walk and talk the talk. And one thing more cleared. It's not pay a visit, it's make a visit. And no one visits more than the Muslims do. Now people have this question, why is it that there is a timing when you miss your parents, your mother, your father, or anyone you love? Love is in your heart. It's not like a timing where you're going to miss them at such and such time. Let's suppose you have 2 friends, and you're the one with the black hair in the image. And one day, at one time, both need you. But there is an issue. You can only help one. The brunette one with the brown hair visits you every single day. But the blonde one with the blonde hair only comes to you whenever she needs and whenever she wants. But the brunette one is there in your need, or there whenever. Who would you first help? Of course, the brunette one. Now, in this world, there are 3 main categories of people. One is the very poor and the very needy, who don't have the basics. Then comes those people who just believe in God, but don't do anything about it. Probably hang a cross on their neck. And their need is nothing more than having a better job, or another PlayStation, or another computer game. Then comes the worshipper, the devout Muslim. The example of the brunette friend. I ask, how and why would this person be noticed in front of those that are in serious need? The devout Muslim is fully aware and realizes that his need or her need isn't on the top of the list. But he or she can familiarize him or herself with God. Now going back to this particular friend with the black hair, who's friends with the brunette and the blonde one. She recognizes both her friends, she's familiar with both of her friends, but it's about being more familiar, more attached, and who would she favor? Now, there are 2 types of no's. One is, I know you, your name is Rupert. But then there comes another no, I know you. But that no, when it comes to God, has to be with devotion, to do with worship and to do with love, to do with commitment. A Muslim is about being committed and remaining committed. Later, these timings of prayer become a routine and a commitment too. You automatically and naturally begin to think about the Creator at those times. Sometimes we have our lunch, not because we're feeling hungry, but because it's our timing to feed ourselves. Why? Because we made a commitment with our own body. The same goes with why we go to the gym and exercise. Now let us look into the Holy Quran and how does it begin? Bismillah ar-Rahim. The meaning of the Bismillah in English is in the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most gracious. Bismillah ar-Rahim is the first verse of the chapter Surah Al-Fatiha of the Quran. You talked about Jesus as being merciful as if or as though Islam was not, or as if Allah was not. But being merciful is the first line mentioned in the Holy Quran. Let us now look at the 99 names of Allah, meaning and explanation. Ar-Rahman, the most and entirely merciful. Ar-Rahim, the bestower of mercy. Al-Malik, the king and owner of dominion. As-Salam, the perfection and giver of peace. Al-Ghaffar, the all and oft forgiving. The rest you can see in your own time. They all have beautiful meanings. In the month of Ramadan, the holy month of fasting, these type of commercials are actually mostly on television. Why? Because giving charity, zakat, is of crucial importance in Islam. When Muslims fast during the month of Ramadan, keeping themselves hungry for several number of hours, they realize the importance of those that are in need, who cannot afford to eat. Fasting reminds Muslims of how to be grateful, of their privilege, of what they have, as compared to those that don't have it. Staying hungry fasting makes you realize the needs of others, but it also makes one ignore the fictitious things that matter to people today, such as having the most wonderful house, the most wonderful car. You don't think about these things. You don't think about the luxury of life, but you rather focus on basic needs. Rather focus on what's more important. Fasting in Ramadan helps you focus better as humans and as Muslims. It's true that you should always give charity, help those in need, but then Ramadan is there to exercise that. Be persistent and committed to the concept of giving. Ramadan reminds you of your human side. Salah reminds you and keeps you committed to your worship side. Now, as for the concept of Hajj or going on a pilgrimage goes, it's more like an act of remembrance. An act of remembrance of what Prophet Abraham did, of focusing on one religion, God only. The Kaaba is also the direction in which Muslims pray to, just so that it's a signification of the fact that we worship only one God. The Kaaba is just mainly a landmark of their belief system. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe. Take care and goodbye.